Looks like it is going to be Nico considered here from Kane. And he'll take that into the matchup. Should be the on-hit Nico, but we've seen also...
Doran's Blade, 100 AD, quick Q transformation. But just like the double the BSO double pickaxe build, his top side will have to hold the point.
Ult's going to fly on forward here as Pop Blossom comes down. That's going to be one stun. Great flash to get out of the way of the empowered shot. Now setting up bottom side as Viper dashing towards this lane. Tarzan, great position to be a human ward here in his own jungle. Dread looking to get out. There's the Glacial Prison. Great final spark. He's going to land on two as I think Senin is going to be the one to die. But no, gets the ultimate, gets the dredge line. Chovy comes on over, and that is actually a Void Seeker that picks up the kill as first blood goes over to Viper.
Senin's first read was to leave. He doesn't. Top side, Sorrel gets another trade, but the W does allow bot lane to reset. Senin's walking up again. He's got his ultimate available this time.
Yep, Dread. Can he actually safeguard in there? Doesn't actually know the health bar of Shelly right now as the life binding does land. All of the buttons used onto this Nautilus, who gets himself the aftershock. Meanwhile, on the top side, Sword is looking for the solo kill onto Keen, flashes forward, grabs it. Meanwhile, here we go. The Emperor's Divide onto 3 as the killer instinct from Viper gets him to safety. Tarzan won't be so lucky as the Sand Soldiers and Dread tear him apart, and Lahen's looking for more flashes in order to get out. Certainly great to catch Keen in transition there. It was really difficult to know where to focus on because we were zoomed out so far as the second Infernal
pick in combination with Sejuani along the lines of that Aurelia-Sejuani duo. But in lane against a ranged opponent like Azir, no surprise that he's way behind Azir.
Yep, Freaks have Zyre and Azir. They're happy for this game to go to 60 minutes anytime, but Griffin, they don't want that to happen. Sun Turret being converged on, but Chovy actually can't find his way in. It feels like now Tarzan might be routed and doesn't now have that opportunity as Dread looking to clear out this control ward. Lahens to get in there, they pile on top of the lead Sin. Hextech Ultimatum comes down and it's not enough just to knock them up with Senin's ultimate. Aiming gets in there, 4 members of Afreeca are here as the Sand Soldiers try to converge, but the slows are there. Senin has to flash, and Griffin have just stayed out of aggro range so well.
Better playing team should come out of problem. We talked about CC bars, and yeah, it's not fun to be anyone hit by the first CC from Griffin.
Yeah, how many people actually need to pick up 2 SSs? Is it all 5 or something like that? Because it feels bad when you don't have any suppression that you're going up against to build that item. As Keen throws out the Pop Blossom, Sword is going to flash. Yukal tries to get out of the way. Yeah, aiming's going to come in as the 80 carry flank comes down. Sword is well and truly dead, and Keen goes into his Zhonya's, and he's going to be A-OK. Also, we've got Infernal Drake and the Baron on the board right now as Lahen's Lucent Singularity, like you were talking about before, is going to be thrown out as Dread gets the kick flash. Lahen's explodes. There ain't no time to get that aftershock down, and he is so dead. Camille's going to be taking the Infernal Drake, but Afreeca Freaks could just go straight to the Baron.
They have to go to Baron. This is the first time they've been able to control the map state in a while. TP comes in early. How's this one going to go?
Yep, Teleport is also down there for Keen as well. They want to get 5 members into this pit as Senin over the side. This Baron is extraordinarily low as there's the Empress by Tarzan. Goes golden. It is going to be the 50-50 as Keen takes down Chovy. It's Tarzan that steals back the Baron, but will there be anyone left alive? Viper goes gold. Remember, this is AP and so much damage. Kaiser Killer Instinct over the wall as Yukal survives for so long, but Viper outplays him. The double kill for the Griffin AD carry. The Void Seeker for the triple. That's the ace, and Griffin have done it.
Challenger series, and it was actually for more scenarios like this with lots of onus on Viper to carry. Sword's on a merry chase scenario.
Yeah, he is going to
Meanwhile,
yeah, okay, on the bottom side of the map, Senin has been caught out. Final Spark is going to come in. The kick wants to be used by Dread, but he doesn't even need it. The Zyre damage is so huge, but in the backside, it's going to be Viper. The Zhonya's comes in the end. Can he actually survive? Blade Call is huge. Triple kill now for aiming. His Sword takes him down in the end. Has the damage, though, been done as there's Yukal with full health and only the Lahens to try and save this chase. Afreeca Freaks keep 4 alive and win the fight.
Stasis through the Nico ultimate, but the moment Viper went down, you knew that Griffin would swiftly follow.
Exactly right. This Elder Drake also is going to evaporate as you got some cute attempts here. Interesting seeing in Afreeca Freaks where Keen is such utility as Lucent Singularity is there. The Baron is getting taken down extraordinarily low. Teleports are coming forward. We're going to have the 50-50. This time it goes over to Yukal, but he's dead instantly. Zyre is in the back of the pit. Featherstorm comes down. No flash available for aiming as the Blade Caller gets no value. And we're looking at another ace for Griffin in the Baron pit. And it may just be the game. There are 2 members alive, but one of them's Viper. It was right in the middle of the mid lane. They had 3 turrets they need to get through. There are still some death timers that aren't as long as you might have thought. Senin is going to come in, but is he going to be enough to deal with Viper? Second Nexus turret going to go down. Tarzan flashing over the Nautilus. He does have a lot of CC, but is it actually going to be enough as now the Nexus is exposed 1 second on UCal. He's flashing. He's trying to get out Emperor's Divide, but is it enough space? No, it's not, as Griffin steal game 1.
Viper's solid gold in every single way ends with the Zonia's bomb. In the later phases, when you're not just being whacked with autos. Yasuo.
All right, this could be an aiming pick, and also something that UCal is going to discover that and take a fair bit of damage. This combination on the bottom side just feels awful if you're against it. I mean, I hate Sona Ezreal, but Lux Ezreal sounds even worse. As Aiming's going to get Lightbound, Tarzan's going to make his way down as well. Senin's very squishy, Aiming even squishy, has to flash. There we go, but Viper's going to trade his life. It's a 1-for-1, and I don't even really know who wins as they both have teleport. They'll be both back down there instantly, just with more gold.
And Dread wants to kill some piggies.
Oh, misses the blast cone, which is a problem. Senin moves on up, though, as this Gromp, is it worth it? You're going to get the stuns down the queue. Is it actually going to land here?
Have to wait out the aftershock.
Is going to. Dread, good sidestep on that light binding. Wants the next queue.
Oh, we're going in
deep.
deep.
He actually find it, does so, as the piggy's going to go down, but now Sword comes in. UCal doesn't get the queue. The safeguard's great, but it's not enough, as Lehens is very low. Double kill for the Ezreal. Is this game just going to be over before it even starts?
Fun mini game of if the mini wave ever gets here, of course the enemy jungler is camping around.
UCal stacking up that passive, now has inside track as Trovy has chased him down. Tarzan in a little bit of trouble as Dread navigating around the skill shots of the Sejuani. Hextech Ultimatum comes in, Lucent Singularity gets a lot of value there as well, no one dying just yet. And instantly, 2 people go down. Double kill now for UCal. Can he make it a triple? Viper has to flash, that's a triple kill. Huge shutdown and a gigantic Aurelia for the Afreeca Freaks.
Yeah, Afreeca's out of nowhere. They're fighting a top side at the same time. Our cameramen are losing their mind.
Yep, Crimson Rush there for Keen on the other side of the rift.
The new meta has approached us.
Yeah.
It's like you wanted, right, everybody?
Yeah, you've all heard of win trading. What about bounty trading?
I'm just up for action, Atlas.
Well, Keen is also up for killing Sword as Tarzan comes in. Great timing. Crimson Rush isn't going to be there. The flash after him, but Sword's not going to have any of it. Finds the auto, and Griffin win top side. Not exactly the highest value for this particular composition, as 2 of their carries don't actually have any mana. However, the extra health regen is going to be helpful, especially Keen on the top side.
I'm just appreciating our KR 2v2 in the mid lane, Atlas. It means something different now.
It does. Where are we? Okay,
back
we're looking for one more. Okay, Winter's Wrath comes in. Tarzan could be the target. Doesn't have the aftershock. And that is going to be a dead piggy. Teleport in from Sword, followed by Keen, but Keen's running away. Everyone's dead. This game's a disaster.
Alright.
That's a light binding straight into a wind wall. Lehens just learnt the interaction between those 2 abilities.
She can only proc the aftershock if she hits Lifeline.
All right, UCal's about everywhere on this map. As once again, that trade is going to happen. UCal's trying to keep himself alive, flashes out of the way, loses Singularity. Not going to pop for very much damage as an ultimate is going to land now from Tarzan. Flash in from Sword, but immediately he's going to be kicked back as Viper gets 2 kills. He's untouched. Keen doesn't have another pull, but gets at least underneath his turret.
Earlier.
And also Griffin get everything else as well, as the next Drake is going to be that Infernal. And they're able to get inside track onto it.
Do you reckon that might provoke a fight?
Well, not this. The max range shock blasts aren't going to be enough to even get you any CS. Sword. Griffin will be able to go over and grab their second Cloud Drake. Moving up. Sorry, I believe that the first Cloud Drake. It is. It was just we had the icon a little bit too early. Teleport going to come in, looking for
double
UCal.
TP.
Trying to turn this one around. Doesn't get himself the stun though. I believe Blade Surge is on cooldown, and he's trapped. Trapped in the cage, not quite able to get it out. So UCal couldn't make his way out of that one, and Viper turns up. That's going to be too much. Keen trying to turn this one around. Viper in trouble, but Keen's 1 versus 4. He's not strong enough yet and can't get anything off the back end. Senin, just wrong place, wrong time. Everyone's dead. A little bit.
Everyone to see. Afreeca weren't able to get there. Griffin's double teleport, guaranteed future kills, and now the Barons go fall low. They're turning on Senin. Will they finish the Baron at the same time?
Yep, they certainly are. Senin's going to go gold, and a teleport is going to come in here as the Baron is extraordinarily low. Stays in smite range for an extraordinarily long time as Yukal teleported in, but he's probably going to die. Ultimate does fly forward, but this is no time to be a hero, my friend. You're going to lose your Guardian Angel for free, and your life for even freer.
Turning into a bit of a mud wrestle,
But at this point, you're like,
jumped on by 5 kittens, perhaps?
yeah, ganked by kittens. Sounds horrible.
Well, I've seen Yubi, so I'm not sure.
Oh, that's Final Spark coming in. The ultimate's going to land on Descendant. They're looking for that one. The Jace, he's taken out, though, is Dread. And aiming and going to get that one done. Yukal, another ultimate just goes towards the heavens. I believe he's landed one so far this game. The inhibitor is going to get wiped out. They traded it for Sword's life, but Sword is a player that's happy to go down for the good of Griffin, and 2 inhibitors is well worth the price.
And no options to fight front to back from represents that yet in this particular game. With the Ezreal point, after the removal of double tier, the Luke is always prophesized as one of the replacement 45% CDR.
This is a Q on a stationary minion, which might tell the tale of how Afreeca are playing this game as Dread looks for the flash and misses yet again on the Q. As he's not even in safeguard range of his teammates. Finally gets there as Chovy. Hextech ultimatum gets him right in on top of aiming. He loses so much of his health bar, and Jace is enough to finish it off. Yukal trying to dive into the backline as Viper is able to get himself out of the way. Senin trying to get towards his Nexus turret. He can't do anything. Keen is now just straight up dead, even though he goes golden before that eventuality actually happens. The ace is swift, and Griffin put the last nail in the coffin of the Afreeca Freaks. It's a 2-1 victory, but it's a real weird and wonderful experience towards the final Nexus takedown.
A limit testing between Afreeca and Griffin, but it seems like those limits just are a little bit higher on the side of Griffin.